black, Latino, and Native American. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that, that shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rule of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that. That shit go, look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that, right, that shit go.
B-Raw, wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting checked from my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away from camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar head hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Whether anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that, right. That shit go, look.
Nah, for real though.
Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that.
Y'all about to put me outside the thug. Move that thug. The Father we fear. Yahweh. Israel.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's right. White man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, that they live in you, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. For you. The whole reason I'm in here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
Yo, I can't do it like Karab, but we in here. We clap it up.
We in this mother. Shalom.
Chop and cut. Episode 31. I'm here with the illustrious Officer 1000. Shah Allah. You know. And I am Officer 500 Yagadar. Y'all to everybody tuning in. You feel me? Hey, this is Chop and Cut, man. We chop and cut through the lies, through all that garbage that they feed you. if y'all didn't know, the American, you know what I'm saying, the American news media arena is flooded with lies. They don't put nothing on American news, man. You really have to kind of go. You got to kind of find different sources. You feel me, to actually kind of see what's going on in the world. And if you want to know the truth about what's going on here, you need to be tapped into the ISUPK. You know, I know y'all don't like us. You know, I know they don't like us out of one. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you really don't have no choice. You feel me? You don't really have any choice at this point to get the truth from anywhere. Everybody's lying, and I mean they lie with a straight face on the news. You know what I'm saying?
Been lying.
They lie with a straight face on the news, man. So you know, again, if y'all not tapped into the UPK, all the channels, I don't care where you at. You feel me? Wherever you at, Google ISUPK near me. You feel me? You need to tap in, subscribe, make sure the all button is checked, like, share. You feel me? And tap in, man, because we're going into some dire times, and we've been telling you since 1969. We've been telling you before they came out and said that the SPLC was a racist hate group. We had already been telling you, you know what I'm saying? Before we entered into Iran, we had already been telling you that, you know what I'm saying, World War III was on the horizon, and eventually at some point we was gonna go into Iran. So again, I don't know what they're getting their news from out of one, but if it ain't the UPK, you behind. You feel me? You behind. You feel me? Shout out Officer Karai. He's not gonna be able to join us tonight, but we're gonna hold it down for him. You know how we do. We're gonna hold it down for him. What we got in the lineup for tonight?
Hey, Salaki, Officer Koran, I wouldn't be surprised if he pop on here. He love this shit. I won't be surprised if he pop on here.
he is about that life, you know. What I'm saying? He is
listen,
definitely about that life, you know. What I'm
he
saying?
definitely is.
Look, side note, that brother has always been an inspiration to me out of wine. Cause we be at camp, right? This man get off the slave. You know what I'm saying? Slave all night, get off the slave, get on the road, ride all the way from Baltimore to Virginia, DC, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jump on the mic. You know what I'm saying? You know, campers are all. It's an event when we go to camp. It's a whole event. And I mean, when I found out that's what he was doing, man, and it's a lot of brothers like that in the UPK.
That's
you feel me? That is honorable, and that brother's an inspiration for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Sure.
You claim y'all out there doing the work, but I haven't seen any dedication, real brotherhood until I got into the UPK. For brothers to go out there and do that every week, really every day. When you look at the different shows and stuff that we put on, the classes every day, free classes. You feel me? I'm taking out their own time because ain't nobody paying us. We don't have no Netanyahu ain't dropping no bread in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like he doing these other influencers. He ain't dropping no bread in our pocket. You feel me? Everybody hate the UPK. You feel me? And so again, for the brothers that's in here doing this work, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Men above me and all the brothers out here that dedicated their lives to putting it in to wake our people up, man. And that's what we do, man. We wake our folks up, man. For real. So now I can't see the comments, you know what I'm saying? I can't see the comments. So you're gonna have to if we do have any comments for me to jump on, just let me know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We will entertain all relevant comments.
Hopefully we get a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully
otherwise, you know what I'm saying? The trolls, the water for the boost in the algorithm. We appreciate you.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
No sweat.
So yeah, so what we got going on tonight? What we got going on?
Come on, we got a few things lined up. We got you know, I'll admittedly this Brian Karn, this pastor, this so-called prophet, this preacher. You know, when we talk about the Christian church, you know, a lot of times when we talk about the things that go on in the church that are disgusting and you know that are vile, that are absolutely inappropriate, your mind automatically goes to the things of a sexual nature. You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of that going on. There is no damn shortage of that going on up inside them synagogues of Satan. But the money fraud, you know what I'm saying? Like the crimes dealing with money. I mean, come on, it's
It's outrageous, all the one.
It's a page out of the oppressor's handbook. You understand? Like these pastors have taken pages out of the rich and the elites book, and they go and try to duplicate it.
Right.
And they're generally successful with it a good percentage of the time. You understand? But then it all comes crashing down. You understand?
And so, if I may, no,
yeah,
sorry, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I
was going to say, especially when the Bible says that pride cometh before, destruction. Like this is a cat who has been very arrogant and proud of all of the scandals he's been involved in. You understand? Like he's been involved in more than one scandal. And damn, like I know that there are way more scandals underneath of that. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's just the surface with him. But he's oh so holy, oh so anointed, oh so prophetic. He's going his behind to jail. Going to prophesy that you're going to jail. You understand? That's all. I know
No, I was just gonna say again, what you said was so heavy when you said that they model themselves after the oppressor, because that's exactly what they do. The oppressor has a system where they rob the poor. You know what I'm saying? They rob the poor and they feed and leech off of the poor. Elon Musk is about to be a trillionaire with a T. He's about to be a trillionaire. Tesla, they don't pay no taxes. You understand? They don't pay no taxes. That's a system that robs the poor. You feel me? The church robs the poor just like the government robs the poor. And that's such a diabolical thing. I saw this report from this one cat here, big well known, I think Richard Wolff, money dude, you know what I'm saying? That the white people respect. You feel me? He was saying that if they just tax the billionaires 5%, that's it, Otto, just 5%. He said it would be free healthcare. It will be free education. Everybody can go to college for free. You know what I'm saying? If they just tax them 5%, not the, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15, 20, 30% like we get hit on a credit cards because we trying to survive and pay bills. You know what I'm saying? Not that 30, 35% some of us hitting when we getting hit upside the head by IRS. You know what I'm saying? Every year. So a fraction of what you charge the poor people, that everybody will be straight, but they don't do it because they have a system that robs the poor. That's a despicable. The Bible describes somebody like that as being wicked. And this is who we've learned to get our guidance and our morality from. When you look at the problems in the Black, Latino, and Native Indigenous community, it's because of our morality. And our morality comes from people like this. They'll see this fool up there dancing and gyrating, and you know what I'm saying? Like you say, proud. Feel me? Proud. Go to their church looking for righteousness, and then you will meet this thief. You know what I'm saying? And again, like, so when you said that, that's heavy. They absolutely model themselves after America, after this oppressor. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's been so successful for them. It's been so successful for them. So this is what they do inside of that church. Every neighborhood I've ever been to, and I done been fortunate enough to do a little traveling, you know what I'm saying, especially inside of the country, you know what I mean? And everywhere I go, Baltimore look like Chicago, look like Detroit, look like St. Louis, look like Tennessee, look like Florida, look like California. No matter where you go, look just like Atlanta on Martin Luther King Avenue, flooded with churches. You want to find where the pack at? Go find where all the churches at. You want to find, you know what I'm saying, where the 304s at? Go find where all the churches at. It's always the same. And we still have not learned that these places are not houses of God. They are the synagogue of Satan. You know what I'm saying? So I'll land right there so we can get into the video. You know what I'm saying? But that was just a heavy thing that you said. And it's like we've been trained what is white is right. You feel me? You see them in that suit. You hear that when they speak that English, that vernacular. You just know that what they're saying is valid and right. And these pastors don't model themselves after that. And that's why we look at that like that's righteousness when it's absolutely evil. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Otto One. Let's run it. Let's see let's see them at work. You feel me?
Nah, like I said, I'm gonna pull up the written article about it.
Come on.
Because seeing this cat talk and like watching him work his witchcraft, you know what I'm saying? Like watching him go through his the way he casts spells on these people. You know what I'm saying? Like his whole format, the whole format of his services with the music, again, the way he talks, the songs that they sing, like with all the repetition and stuff, like what they call it, like most churches start off with that at the beginning of the service, it's just all music. They call it praise and worship, right?
Yeah, I think praise and worship.
Singing all them damn slow songs with all the choruses, you know what I'm saying? And the song don't ever end. You know what I'm saying? They always doing this thing, like, yeah, run that back again. Now keep going. Again, we're gonna keep singing the chorus over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And what that does is that induces people into a trance-like state where they're kind of like just flowing. And then, you know, stuff is like this come up there with that damn again, when you talk about the way they talk, these pastors, they all kind of do the same kinds of things where they do this. It's this way that they talk, man. God damn, it really irks me.
It's that seductive, that pat, and then you want to do this, and it's such a show. It's all a show. It's all a show,
man.
It's a big show. It's fake. They do have a word for that. That shit irked me when I was in the church, man. That and they said this and and they said that and they got a specific word for it.
Yeah, they call it whooping. They call it whooping.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I studied this. Listen. They call it whooping, right? And people love it. It gets them. I don't know. It just moves them, man. And it's such a damn shame to see that it's sad for me to see how blind the congregation is to the game that's being run on them. You get what I'm saying? Right. And it's really it's a damn shame. But yeah, I mean, this preacher, he I guess maybe a year or so ago, he was charged with tax evasion. Somehow he beat the government out of like $600,000 of unpaid taxes. And it's kind of comical how it all played out. So let me get to the right screen. I'm tripping.
No,
there we go. I was getting ready to share the wrong screen. All right, here we go. We'll just put this up here. Boom, there we go. This guy here, he a young dude too. That's another thing. He kind of a younger dude. But it says Jacksonville pastor who tried to evade more than $600,000 in federal taxes has been sentenced to 9 months in federal prison, basically. It's and again, he's a pastor. I guess he has a church in Jacksonville, Florida, but he also has a church in, like, I want to say Greenville, North Carolina, or something like that, South Carolina, wherever Greenville is, right? So he's got like
North Carolina. Well, actually, I think you got one in North and South Carolina, Salakia.
Either with one of them damn Carolinas, he be flying back and forth to the joint. You see what I'm saying? Like he's that kind of, like, he got that kind of motion. You dig it? So anyway, it's kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say it's sad, but it's like if you look at how he got charged up, you know, you'll kind of see what I'm saying. So it says Brian Carn Jr., 37, founder and pastor of Kingdom City Church and leader of the Brian Carn Ministries and Healing House Ministries. Goddamn, Healing House Ministries. That's a joke. But I'll tell you, he does these things where, you know, he comes around with all this damn oil and he slaps it all over your face. Listen, it's funny, but it ain't funny, right? But I've watched this man take these oily ass hands and wipe them. Like, his churches are full of women. His churches are probably 85-90% women.
Of course.
You understand? And I watch him walk around, and it's kind of weird because he definitely seemed he's definitely of the LGBT
part of the community. Part of the community,
you know,
of course.
Q, comma, plus, $, apostrophe. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhere in there, like Medea. Like, he talks and acts like a tiny little Medea, You see what I'm saying? But I watch him go around. He puts his hands on the people, man, and he puts his hands like on the women's like areas. Yeah, places that a man who has a wife, you would not want this man putting his hands on your wife the way he puts his hands on these people, healing them. You understand?
Oh yeah,
But
no, I
anyway,
understand. I definitely
I
understand.
digress. I just think it's ironic. Well, the
But
healing.
Salaki, I don't want Salaki. If
Go
I
ahead.
may, that's a big part of Christianity. If you
Come
look
on.
at Christianity is a baby of Roman Catholicism. When you look at the slave trade, which the Roman Catholic Church signed off on a commission, when you look at the Crusades, when you look at the Roman Catholic Church, the church period, every time it's a scandal, it's always some kind of sexual deviant aspect to it because that's who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't surprise me at all. And all of that hollering, that yelling, that screaming, and like you said, it's full of women that's in there. It's a seductive part of that. That's all part of the act. You know what I'm saying? They're married to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? That rapture is just an orgasm when you talk about it. So it's kind of orgasmic when they're hearing and they're experiencing it, when they catching the spirit, how they say. It all goes hand in hand. It all goes hand in hand. If I'm not mistaken, just this week, the Roman Catholic Church, I'm about to get ready to settle a damn near $1 billion settlement. $1 billion settlement would it be for sexual assault of children? Again.
I feel like they do it once every few years. They got to.
And then this one right here, one alone is up damn near $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what that is. No other man is going to like you describing you touching it. You know what I'm saying? Molesting the women while they up in there in front of everyone. Nobody else is going to do that and go for that. That's just like, I'm pretty sure that outfits in there. If you ever look at this is one church, I think it's that 1918 or whatever the hell that church is in Atlanta, right? This church be so packed, they be lines on the back. They run like multiple service, and the line is backed up like they got a brand new Popeyes chicken sandwich or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how the lines look. You know what I'm saying? Going up in there. But if in the video that I watched, these women, I mean, you would think it's a line getting into the club with the attire that they had on, with their man standing right there next to them. You know what I'm saying? So again, that goes that sexual deviancy that goes hand in hand with that Christian church. That's what they did to us. You know what I'm saying? They had the cross up on the wall. You know what I'm saying? They had their collars on the whole time they were sexually assaulting us. That's what it's always been. You feel me? So that doesn't surprise me at all out of one Salakia.
No, that's a fact, Jay. That's an excellent point you bring out, man. But yeah, it's everything he really does is really out wide open. You get what I'm saying? Like the audacity and the brazenness of it. Like they just like, I can, they use the excuse that, this is God doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus, you know what I mean? Jesus is in the building, and they just go and do the most heinous stuff. But he's notorious for being able to gather up real large collections. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like he does this thing where he like many of them do, where he prophesies to say there's someone in here who just started a business. Okay. If God said he wants to take your business from a 1 to a 10. So whatever you give today, the Most High, God's going to
multiply
tenfold.
He gonna multiply tenfold.
So
you give
however successful you want your business to be, that's what you come put in this bucket. And it's, I watch him play this game with these people, man. And there's a scripture, that talks about how they'll make merchandise of the Lord's people, man. And that's what this whole thing is, a business to him. This is just how he makes money. You understand? So long story short, he gets jammed up for underreporting his earnings, basically, right? Where he basically made more than $1.3 million, which would amount to about $600,000 that he would have to pay to the IRS. This dummy went, when he filed his taxes, right? And told the people he made, $1.4 million or something to that effect. But then when he found out he was going to have to pay $6,000, he filed for an amendment and tried to change his income to just like 120,000. He tried to cut that shit into a tenth. You understand? But again, they weren't going for that. You know what I'm saying? He had one tax keeper that tried to do it legit. He went and found another tax preparer, you know what I'm saying, or an accountant that actually went through with trying to cook the books and just saying, nah, he only makes, you know, this much or that much. He has an allowance for his I guess his housing or whatever. And you know, everything else, you know, that's not him, that's the church's stuff. But then they were like, well, he's using a whole lot of the church's money for these cars and these clothes and this, you know, lavish lifestyle he's living. You understand? So anyway, they came and got him. He's a dumb criminal, you understand? Because they said that after he pled guilty, like a month later, he went and filed taxes again and effed them up too. Lied on them too. You see what I'm saying? Whole bunch of contradictory statements to different things dealing with, like he was trying to buy a property, he's putting in his grandma's name. You know what I'm saying? He was got a Cash App account in someone else's name that he was trying to funnel money through to get back to him and all of that stuff, man. Just a shady business. Just a shady dude. You know what I'm saying?
So he sound like a Nigerian out of what you
Come on, man, a Nigerian prince, man. Come on, man. You kidding me?
Sound like an old Nigerian, man.
Come on, man. He said they said he failed to he omitted an investment account that's in his name. So he taking a bunch of that money and investing in a bunch of things, getting a bunch of returns on that stuff that he's not claiming because it's, you know what I mean? He's acting like it ain't his. I mean, he's just what's that? It's all about the mother money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's it. That's his ringtone. I feel like when his phone rings, that's what you hear.
Khan. That's all of them. You know what I'm saying? I think you got a video you was gonna play of them as well, correct?
Nah, I can't stomach it. I can't stomach it, man. It's hard enough trying to just bring y'all up to speed on this cat. You dig what I'm saying?
I got you. But shit, if you ain't gonna run a video, let's run that scripture that you pulled. I think that's in 2 Peter. If I'm not mistaken.
2 Peter. I mean, it's so many scriptures. You said 2 Peter.
Yeah, if you pull up 2 Peter chapter 2, you can go in 2 and 1. But 2 and 3 is when it talks about them making merchandise of them. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, there's so many scriptures that talk about this same thing. And what you're saying, the reason why we're susceptible to this type of scam, which is an obvious scam, is everything we do, we look at it through the eyes of this oppressor. So he's modeled himself like the oppressor to be able to finesse you and get in your pocket. He lies like the oppressor lies. He makes promises like the oppressor makes promises. Going through molesting a woman, tapping them on the head, the same way they did with feminism, same way they do with the policies that they did to get the black man out the home. The Bible says you can't break into a strong man's home until you remove them first, and that's what they did with these churches. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they did with these churches. You know what I'm saying? But when you read in 2 Peter, and again, this is all throughout the Bible. This ain't just in 2 Peter. This is all throughout the Bible. It talks about
10 scriptures for it.
Exactly, and it's so sad that again, why the Lord had to keep reminding us of the same thing. This is what happens with integration. This is what happens with following other gods, because they make merchandise out of us. If I'm not mistaken, I think if it was not this weekend or next weekend, we got Mother's Day coming up. You feel me? And in the scriptures, it talk about that god Diana and how they, again, because of us, they stopped buying, you know what I'm saying, the different trinkets and the statues and the idols. Why? Because we knew not to worship that. So that's what made us a threat. We a threat because if we go by what this Bible say, they can't make merchandise off of you. Ain't nobody buying the crosses. Ain't nobody going to his churches getting hit with the oil and falling out when he go by. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Listen, pastor speaking in tongues. He taught a good service today. You know what I'm saying? He can't tell you to sow a seed for $10,000. None of that flies when we know the actual wisdom of this Bible. And that's the dangerous part of it. But what you got pulled up? You got 3 pulled up or 1 pulled up?
This is 3. We just get right to it.
Most High in Christ. And it says through his covetousness. You know what I'm saying?
Covetousness.
Covetousness. I
Yeah.
always say that shit wrong. But through
No
his
sweat.
covetousness, you know what I'm saying? That covetous, that's the oppressor. The oppressor never has enough. It don't matter how wealthy he is. It don't matter how low we are. He always wants more. More. And it's the same thing like you said with these pastors. They get up there with $10,000 suits, and you got folks writing out checks to you that can't even pay their bills. He still want what you got. Go ahead,
Salaki.
Yep.
Nah, just not Salaki, what you're saying is heavy. But that word covetousness, like it's like he ain't a cat that's like real ambitious to go make his own money, to go, you know what I mean, to go make a product and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants your money. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't enough for him to just, you know what I mean, to receive an inheritance from his, you know, from his parents or something like that. You know what I mean? When they pass like some, you know, some life insurance, you know, blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he wants you to take your last dollar. It has to be your last. I can't tell you how many times he's demanded in the name of God, that God speaking to me. What's that? Hold on. What's that? Excuse me, God. You want me to tell them to give everything that they got in their purse right now?
You sure, Lord? Lord, you want all of it. Okay.
It's got to be your very last is the only thing that satisfies him. You see what I'm saying? And that's that covetousness. He wants your damn money. You get what I'm saying? And that's a different kind of disgustingness, right? And I guess just to tie it back into the charges, I mean, damn, when you pay taxes, the taxes are what's used to help the poor. You know what I mean? Like it's used for all the different programs for like, you know what I'm saying? Like the infrastructure, you know what I mean? The welfare and all that. Like it goes into programs in the community where you're doing your work, where you care about the people, don't you? Why wouldn't you give them the $600,000? You get what I'm saying? Like you made up over $1 million. You couldn't give them, you couldn't give them a little 600,000. And that was just that year. You get what I'm saying? Like that's you still could buy your Louis Vuitton belts, man. Huh? You can still wear your red bottoms and dress all gay. You could still do all of that. You can still make your car payment. You understand? You can still live in your mansion. Don't you want to help the people? The people in the community need those tax dollars, man. Oh, that's right. You don't give a damn about those people. You want their very last. You want those people to continue to suffer while you continue to live in excess.
That's right.
And abundance. That's right. No sweat. And then you tell them that the way that they're going to be able to live in abundance like you is to give you all their money. The games they play, man. Salaki, we could get back to the scripture though.
No, you too wild, but get out of hand because what you saying is so heavy, man. We don't be understanding like that type of spirit to take it, to kick you when you're down. That's the spirit that the oppressor has. The oppressor jumps in all of our lives, they jump on all of our posts, and it can be like the worst thing. You know what I'm saying? Brother get gunned down by the police, he ain't had no gun, he complied. They gonna still jump in there and they gonna have to say you monkeys, it's what you get they got you, because that's the spirit that they had to take from somebody when you know they don't have it. You can have one, like you said, one less mansion, one less yacht, one less Bugatti. You know what I'm saying? And the people gonna be straight. You want that too. And you know the situation that they're in. You feel me? That's the oppressor's spirit. That's not a spirit that most people have, and that's why we get marked. That's why we the mark every time you walk into that church. You think this man up there is like you? No, you looking at a straight hustler. He gonna hear your sob story. He gonna hear about your grandson just got locked up. He gonna hear about I can't pay these bills. He gonna hear about I gotta choose between my diabetes medication or you know what I'm saying, or these groceries this month. He gonna hear all of that, and at the very end of it, he gonna say just what you said. You know, the Lord said, if you give me that little last bit that you get, he gonna give you a blessing. And that's how they robbing the grandmas and robbing the aunties and robbing our sisters. Why? Because they don't have that wisdom to see through that. And they've removed that man out that house, that man that would check that nigga at the gate. They done removed him out the house. And that's exactly what this scripture is talking about. It says, through his covetousness shall they with feigned words. That word feigned means fictitious. They lying. You know what I'm saying?
It's
As
fake.
fictions or false or fake, they are
Fake.
absolutely lying to you. They're absolutely lying to you. How you know that they're lying to you? Because all throughout this Bible, it says the children of Israel, the God of Israel, the Israelites, all throughout the Bible. They don't never lead with that in the church. All throughout this Bible, it says that the Lord is going to do this for you if you do that. Why they don't lead with that? They
Right.
don't never lead with don't eat no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You might be able to pay them bills. That diabetes might not be a problem for the next
Come on.
generation. They don't never lead with that. They don't never
Health
lead with, you
plan.
know what I'm saying? You stop, exactly. You stop, you spending your money on, you know what I'm saying, giving it to these false pastors, these idols, you know what I'm saying? Don't be standing out there voting and waiting on them to come and help you. You just follow the Lord and do what the Lord saying. The Lord will protect you. The Lord will provide. We walked into the wilderness. We ain't had no food. The Lord provided food. Why? Because we were obedient to what the Lord told us to do. What they will do is take that little bit of that story and tell you to be obedient and dig deep in those pockets. It's your fault. You ain't giving enough. If your fault, you ain't giving your last. You got to have faith and give your last. That's an evil, wicked, greedy bastard. And that's all of them. That's all of them, because all of them are telling you feigned words. They're telling you lies. They're not telling you what's inside of this Bible. They ain't tell you that Christ was a black man, that these devils hung, like they hung, like they hung, like they hung the hundreds or thousands of black men. There's a book called 100 Years of Lynching. Well, that's what they would do. They would travel from all over the country to watch black people get hung. You know what I'm saying? That's an evil, wicked spirit. That's the same spirit that's on that pastor.
Yeah.
That's the same spirit. He's doing an economic lynching every time y'all go up there and donate that last little bit of money you get. You know what I'm saying? He know he robbing you. He know he robbing you blind. And he sits back at home and he laughs at it. It says that through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you. The fact that we don't have the wisdom of this Bible, we become merchandise to these predators. We become merchandise to these suckers, to these predators. You know what I'm saying? And you get in there and now they making money off of you. Leave out and he didn't fix that drug addiction. So now the dope that are gonna make money off you, the police gonna make money off you, the courts gonna make money off of you. You're gonna keep on putting your faith into this system, into Egypt and to Pharaoh, and you're not going, and they're gonna make merchandise of you as well. And it all starts with that pastor. Because this is what you're supposed to be learning, how to do right and how to do wrong. But they don't never teach you right and wrong. They don't never teach you your identity. They don't teach you that God loves everybody. God loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's such a despicable thing that they get up there and do, and they pull off every Sunday. And it's gotten high tech, like you said. You got young brothers that's able to finesse on a computer now. You know what I'm saying? So because they can finesse on the computer, it makes it easier for them to finesse you now. You know what I'm saying? They had to switch it up after COVID. Even though none of these pastors told you COVID was coming, right? None of them told you that it was coming. When COVID hit, they had to switch it up. Because now all of a sudden, well, God is still with us. This ain't no plague from the Lord. We still doing everything right. But I need y'all to set up this account and log on and give me your money this time. You feel me? Even though I thought it was to keep the doors of the church open. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was the money. Yeah, hit the cash. Yeah. I thought it was keep the doors of the church open. They at the house finessing you. You know what I'm saying? And so these scriptures are exactly, you know what I'm saying, what we need to combat and see this for what it is. It says, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not. Don't think that they not gonna get what they got coming for this. You feel me? And that's part of the problem as well. We've seen them lie to us for so long, generation after generation. You know what I'm saying? And get away with it. Get more technical with the finessing. Get more money, millions and millions of dollars. They were saying that fool Joel Osteen church, they went in there to do some remodeling, right? He had some contractors coming there to do some remodeling. Do you know they found like $600,000 in the damn wall? That's just money they done forgot. They done buried in the damn wall. 600,000 stacks. The same one when Hurricane Katrina hit, he didn't want nobody inside of that church. You don't realize that they've been making money, they've been making merchandise of us, you know what I'm saying, for years, forever.
Come on.
How's the same people that beat you? Go ahead, Otto.
Nah, and here's the thing. Like, all right. The thing here that's so against Christ is they make merchandise out of the planet's most vulnerable people.
Fact.
You understand? The people who are oppressed, you understand? The people who are being oppressed on all the four corners of the earth, everywhere you go, Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, every other nation has us under their boot. You understand?
Facts.
And these are the people that you turn to, and then it be your own people. Ain't what they said? Be your own people. Be your own damn people. But this is actually gonna segue into a couple other stories we got lined up, which are Ashley Gonzalez's. You understand? And I forget the other sister's name, that other cop.
Michonne Gibson, I believe. Michonne Gibson.
But that self-hatred, that hatred that you have for your own people, that's because you're oppressed too. You understand? That oppression is hitting you to a point where you feel like your only recourse is to take advantage of your own people for what you perceive as survival sake. But again, this is excessive. You understand? Which is why I want to get to this next scripture. You understand? If I could.
No, do you think? Yeah, go ahead, out of one. Go ahead, out of one.
At Isaiah chapter 56.
Okay, Most High Christ. Let me put it up on my end too.
This is the one where it's talking about his watchmen are blind. You understand?
Blind, them damn greedy dogs. Yeah, Most High Christ.
But right here, verse Isaiah 56, verse 11, it says, "Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough." God damn, 1.4 million ain't enough.
That's not enough.
In 1 year, we're not even talking about, you know what I'm saying, to last you your whole life. You can't survive off 1.4 million in a year. You personally, this ain't talking about church expenses, keeping the lights on. This ain't talking about paying the staff. This is talking about money that went straight to him through his fake Cash App accounts, and you know what I'm saying, like all his other investments. This ain't talking about that. This ain't talking about the money that's off the record from the straight up donations where they just take the plate and he just folds all the damn hundreds up and puts them in his pocket. Like this ain't even all of it. You get what I'm saying? It ain't enough. No, it's not enough. To the point where in that case, it turned around and said, look, so he got jammed up on some tax shit from 2015. That's when that's the actual filing that they hit him for. That was the big red flag where they're like, wait a minute. First you said 1.4, now you try to change it to 120,000. What's going on? By the time they looked into it, look what he reported from 2017 to 2020. He said he made $0. That's small.
He fell on hard times, out of what he fell on hard times.
Do you lie much? Come on, man. So for 4 years, you was on the street corner with a goddamn cardboard box sign, like you scribbled on "will work for food." Listen, man,
the Lord was working on him then. The Lord was working on him then. You know what I'm saying? You feel? But that is so diabolical, man. That is so diabolical. Man. And that scripture you pulled up is so you know what I'm saying? I'm right on point. They greedy though. They can't never get enough, man. They can't never get enough, and that's so against our spirit, the spirit of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous. I remember growing up, man. My grandmother, she didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? In the projects, didn't have nothing, but she was one of them ones where everybody knew if they needed something, they can come over there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she might not have no bread for you, but she had some bread for you. She in there cooking something. You can come and get a hot plate or whatever. That was always our spirit before integration. Before integration, we made it with the little bit that we had. You feel me? Because we knew to take care of one another with what we had. And that's who we are, truthfully. You feel me? They say that people that panhandle, right? That people that go out and panhandle, they've done documentaries on them, and they go to Black communities. Because if they go to Black communities, Latino communities, they know they're going to actually get some money. When they go to the oppressor communities, they get ran up out of there. They don't get no money. They ride right by in a $200,000 car back here, bum, go get a job. But they'll come to our community where we don't have, and we be the first ones to give, and we give more because that's our real spirit. You know what I'm saying? These pastors have a spirit to rob you blind. Why? Because they are of their father, the devil. This is what Christ was fighting against. This is what Christ was going against when he was here. You feel me? They didn't kill Christ because he loved everybody. You know, that don't even make sense. That's not why they killed Christ, because Christ was messing up the church money. How they say he was cutting into their church money. That's why he was a problem. That's why they hate the UPK. We cut into that church money. We teach you to look for that
Trying
hustle.
to look,
Stop trying to stop being
Trying
hustle. Why
to.
would the Lord put this in there? Why would he say his watchmen are blind? They supposed to be watching for you. They supposed to be watching out for your soul. They supposed to be watching out for the hustle. Salakia.
Hey, no, Salakia, check this out. It says, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. Here's the effed up thing. The man got 2 churches. It's people following him. It's people who do whatever he says. Why you can't tell him obey God, man? Why you can't tell him the truth? Huh? Why you can't tell him? This is the same. Listen, this preacher, he eats pork. He said he eat the pork from the rooter to the tutor. Like proudly. He said, yeah, the Bible said don't eat pork. I eat that pork from the rooter to the tutor.
Look how God blessing me.
God ain't worried about that. He ain't worried about what you eat, even though the Bible says God give a whole lot of damns about what you eat. He give a whole lot of, he care about your obedience and your disobedience to the tune of what Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy will line it all up right nice for you. You understand? Deuteronomy 28, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to observe and do all these commandments, and he lists out rattles off all these blessings, man. That the Lord's chosen people sure could use right now. Huh? I don't need a mansion on the hill, but goddamn, I would like to be able to go to and fro from work without my footsteps hunted. Huh? Fact. I would love for my people to not have to go into bondage and serve thy enemies in the land which, who speak a language that I don't know. You understand? And go into captivity on slave ships. I do know my people would have benefited from not having to go through that if we would have listened. You understand? But this guy is diabolical, man. He told one woman, he told her, come up there. Said, listen, that house you living in, I want you to put that thing on the market. You're going to sell that house. God's going to help you sell that house as long as you agree to make sure you give me the 10% of it. You pay your tithes to me. You go ahead and give me what's mine's out of it. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you're not gonna give me the tithes, then God ain't gonna bless that sale. I mean, this is a pig, man. And he has a woman that's gonna go put that house on the market, man. He has 2 churches. He has a big congregation of people who do whatever he tells them to do. And you don't salvage the opportunity to actually show them what the Most High wants from them. Nah, because you're a dog. You understand? It says they all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. He looks at his flock and he looks at the people who are following him. There's a sucker in the chat that said, yeah, y'all in the cult too. What's the difference? Yeah, there's a big difference. You understand? His cult, he's a leech to his cult. You understand? He siphons all the money from him and gets God super angry with him at the same time. You understand? Right. So all the STDs and all of the goddamn judgments that come from living lifestyles that are alternative to the way that the Most High told us to live, his congregation goes through. And as they're going through it, you know what he tells them? Well, just give me a few more dollars, and then God's gonna, fix all your problems.
Fix all that. He got you.
What I'm saying? Like, come on,
it's
a sick cycle, man. It's a terrible cycle, man. It says they all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. All he give a damn about is being able to keep up his lifestyle. He don't care about you being behind on this or behind on that. He told one woman, and he's so proud about this stuff. That's why I definitely wanted to do this story tonight. He said, it's a few of y'all working up, work for the church. You see what I'm saying? He said, and y'all ain't paying tithes. He said, you can't work here if you don't pay your tithes here. You get what I'm saying? Like, he wants your dollar. It's not like it's God damn. He's just sick,
Salakia. I wish I could see the comment. I'm searching on the other phone trying to
don't worry about the comments. Don't worry about the comments.
I love them hecklers Because I would love to
Yeah, I
ask them, what
appreciate
is
him.
the solution? What is the solution then? What
Come
is
on,
the
you already
solution
know
then?
the
You know what I'm
answer.
saying? Because our people not getting taken advantage of here inside the UPK. The
Come on.
Lord told, and so do we continue? He said that we the same as them. We the same as them,
He
right?
said,
And it
what's the
killed me.
difference?
Yeah, or what's the difference? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
our
saying? The
cult's
difference
better
is
than you. Our cult is better than every other cult on this earth.
they're
Period.
right. They're right. Because we're gonna tell you what the Lord said to do. Thus saith the Lord. And we're not doing it our own way like the scriptures say. It ain't for our own gain like the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference of it. No, and so for somebody to say that, that's somebody that really doesn't care about their people. That's how you can say that. Well, it's all the same. So if it's all the same, that means there's no answer there, right? That means just to keep on. That's that do as thou wilt. That's straight out the satanic handbook. You feel me? And that's what a lot of these fools will get online and do. They get online and heckle, and they got everything to say, but they have zero solutions. They have no solutions to fix our people, and they don't give a damn about fixing our people, just like that pastor don't give a damn about fixing the people. You feel me? You know, and that's the thing. As far as us being men, you know, we're supposed to be the protectors of our nation. We do that by teaching them what God says to do and what God says not to do. And that's been taken away from us. So a leech like this can slide up in there and finesse the women and take all the resources, that the little bit of resources that we have left, he can drain them and take them out. You know what I'm saying? So now our quote is, like you said, is better than everybody quote. This is
That's
the
right.
solution. There is no, the difference is we teach what the Lord says to teach. You know what I'm saying? We teach what the Lord says to teach. And I would anybody that's out there watching, you've tried everything, right? You tried everything. You done tried voting. You know what I'm saying? Which we're gonna get into. You done tried, you know what I'm saying, joining the military. You done tried to join to fix it from the inside. Ain't that what they say? You know, it's gotta be part of it to fix it, right? You done tried everything. You done tried these churches. You done tried these churches, and it hasn't worked, and it's not going to work because we don't do what the Lord says to do. You
Hey,
feel me? We don't do
Salakia.
what the Lord.
Hey,
Salakia, go ahead.
I was gonna say they used to try voting.
Used
Past
to.
tense.
You used to. They
Is
still
that a
not voting
segue?
no more.
Is that a segue?
I think that's a segue. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And while you getting it
Salakia.
geared up, did we have an article for it as well, or we just got the video? I think you got an article
Nah, we
also,
just
right?
got the video. I mean, I actually do have a article. I could just show that real quick. Boom. You know what I'm saying? The Supreme Court hollows out a landmark law that had protected minority voting rights for 6 decades. That
6 decades. That's
voting
like
rights
60
act,
years, ain't it?
yeah, just 60. That take you back to
60
the
years,
60s.
right?
Yeah, about
Exactly.
66. Yeah, you know,
Exactly.
type.
So if I may,
Yeah.
out of one, you know what I'm saying? Again, well, what
Okay.
this fool's talking about in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Well, you forgot to mention them. You forgot to mention the Republicans and the Democrats. You forgot to mention America.
Right.
You said that
Come on.
we're a cult, they're a cult. You forgot to mention this cult though. You feel me? And that's what it always ends up leading to. If not us, then what? See, fools love that they got all the advice in the world. They got all the advice in the world, but no, go ahead, Fly, I got one.
Salakia. Now, Epstein had a cult, and Donald Trump was deep in that.
Deep.
And he was one of the cult leaders up in that Epstein stuff, as far as I could tell it.
Right. And mysteriously, his buddy got all that dirt he had on everybody. Mysteriously, when Trump is in office, his buddy get clipped.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So again, yeah, fools say that, and that's our problem. We like to listen to everybody because the same way, like the heckler in the chat. Now, I wish I was online and I could see it, but just like the fool in the chat,
glad
you
you're
know,
not.
look,
I'm glad you're not.
You know, I live for that.
For sure.
That put a little pep in my step. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, with us working in the social media department, we see it so much though, man. A fool can get on TikTok right now, you know what I'm saying, with some damn crystals, you know what I'm saying, playing a tambourine or whatever, and he got 100,000 hits in there. Why? Because we'll listen to any and everything except for the Lord of the Most, for the word of the Most High. That's what's being said in Deuteronomy 28. If you just do what the hell I told you to do, y'all gonna get all of this. But if you don't, this is going to happen. Well, that part happened. We living out the curses. We living out the curses. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to get there and say that we the same as the church, No, we not the same as the church. We not the same as these politicians. For 60 years, this is what all the marching was about. This is what all they sicking the dogs on us, right? We sitting at the lunch counter trying to eat their nasty ass food, getting spit on, getting kicked, getting beat, getting drugged, getting sent to jail. Their crown jewel was the Voting Rights Act of 1964. That was the crown. We done made it. Oh, we done made it. This is what it was all for. Well, guess what? That's gone now. It's over. Racism over. That's gone now. That's gone now. And you know who led us out there for that voting rights garbage? The pastors. The same pastors that we talking about right now. It's the same hustle. It was then the voting rights was the hustle to get in your pockets, to get you to believe in this garbage, to get you to believe in this, to say this is what's going to save us. No, what's going to save us is the word of the Most High. You feel me? 60 years they've been holding on to these voting rights. Every time they go in there and they redraw the map so that your vote don't count. Every time they come with a new law where you got to have ID, knowing a lot of people, especially your older people, they ain't got no damn driver's license. You know what I'm saying? You got to have this to vote. You got to have that to vote. You got to be able to count all the damn jelly beans in the jar in order for you to be able to vote. If your grandfather didn't vote, you can't vote. All these damn laws to keep us from voting, right? Well, this was the fix. Well, the fix is in now. The fix is in now. It's like it. Go ahead, Ottawa.
I was just gonna say, damn, they've been pissed off about it for 60 years. Facts. 60 years they've been hating your black ass voting. 60 years. Facts. Every 4 years, you've heard them. I mean, damn, you really was hearing it when Obama was running. You know what I'm saying? Like really was. It was really amplified. Like, hold on, man, we got to figure out a way. Yeah, I mean, get these black people to stop voting because they really like this guy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. And then come on, Donald Trump. He come in and he bullhorn all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't no shame in his game. Ain't no political correctness. You know what I'm saying? Everything he says. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Now I'm just gonna say, goddamn, Donald Trump is a terrible person for a lawyer to have to represent because he says everything wrong. He says everything you shouldn't say. You know what I mean? Like having to defend this man is got to be one of the world's hardest jobs. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But no, I was just going to say the fact that you brought up Obama, then you brought up, you know what I'm saying, Trump. That's what we're missing. You know why why Trump is in office? It's because we ran out in droves voting for a damn Obama. That's why Trump getting off. That's why he's in office. We put our faith in Obama, and you know how them devils paid us back? We're gonna put Trump in office next. That's what happened. That was a result of that because once again we failed to do what the Lord said to do. No, we're gonna use our democratic option. That's gonna fix us. That's gonna fix us. When after the civil rights, the hoods got worse. After the civil rights, we started to treat each other worse. We got violence now in the hood. We got dope in the hood. We got addiction in the hood. Everything got worse as a result. We still don't see that that's the damn problem. We don't rely on the Lord. We rely on these damn devils to fix a problem that they created. They created this problem. You feel me? And you run back to them for the fix. Imagine you being in an abusive relationship, right? And that husband is wailing on that woman. She goes to him, I need you to just stop hitting me so damn much. Does that sound like that make any sense whatsoever? That don't make no sense. And that's what we've been doing as a people. We rely on them. This damn Voting Right Act, again, everything that we done put our hope, lock, stock, and barrel faith in is gone now. So now what? Now what do you do? Do we all hold hands? Go back? We gonna go march on Selma again?
Hey, Shalakia, Alawat Panya, Barak, Yahweh Bashir, Commander General Yohana's in the chat. Just want to, you can't see the chat, but for sure.
Most High Christ.
Most High Christ. The water, sir.
But yeah, so again, everything that we done put our faith into, that's going now. The Voting Rights Act, that's going now. And these pastors led us to these voting rights for a fix. That's what led us there. That's who told us that this was going to fix all the problems in our neighborhood. And the same way how you brought out that first pastor was finessing the people, robbing the people, robbing them blind. They rob you blind with these damn Voting Rights Acts, and now they're gone. You cannot go to your oppressor to fix a problem that they created. You feel me? And the Bible tells us that. What you got about Isaiah 30:1?
Con.
Is that
31:1?
31. Let's get to it. Let's
Let me
get
read
to
that.
it.
I'll read it. You break it down if you don't mind.
Hosanna Christ. What you got?
Book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Since this whole Voting Rights Act since the 60s and before the 60s, we went to America for help. That's who we've been going to for help. We stopped relying on one another. You know what I'm saying? We stopped relying on our own hospitals, our own doctors, you know what I'm saying, our own institutions. After the 60s, it wasn't no more. That's why they call them HBCUs. They call them HBCUs because after this Voting Rights Act, it wasn't no more higher level institutions that we built. That was gone now. Now we relying on Yale now. Now it's all about Harvard now. Now it's all about Princeton now. It ain't about Clark. It ain't about Spelman. It ain't about none of the stuff that was us. Because again, we keep relying on Pharaoh. Keep reading.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many.
It says and stay on horses. Oh, Salaki. It says to stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. We look at the might of America. We look at the bank account of a Trump, and we'll go out and vote for a billionaire. Them same pastors do the same thing. Them pastors get up there with their nice suits, their nice shoes, their nice cars, their nice houses, and because of that, we feel like, hey, I'm going to follow that man there. I'm going to trust that man there. That's where I'm going to put my faith in that. But that ain't got nothing to do with the Most High blessing you. That ain't got nothing to do with the Most High protecting you or protecting us. It had nothing to do with, okay, you look, they got nice, they got a lot of money. I'm gonna bless them. It never worked like that. Moses forsook his fortune. He forsook his fortune and his fame. It's amazing how we quick to draw on the stories and the parallels of the Bible, but we don't look at that. Moses was the second to Pharaoh. That was like one of Pharaoh's sons if he wanted to go that route. You know what I'm saying? He already had authority. He already was in a position of power. He had that bread. Moses had that bag. You know what I'm saying? Moses had that bag. He gave up that bag for his people. That's who you follow. That's somebody that you follow. We follow pastors now that they chasing the bag and they taking it from you. That's who we follow. And that's why we follow America. You know what I'm saying? You know why America got the chariots and why they got the horses? They got the chariots and the horses and they many because they got it off of slave labor. Off of free slave labor. That's how they got the horses. That's how they got the damn chariots. And that's who we follow. Keep reading.
And in horsemen, because they are very strong.
It says because they are very strong. We look at the strength of America and we think that applies to us. Well, America is only strong because of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous. That's why they're strong. You think people come to America because of the food? If they come in here for the food, they ain't coming here for that potato salad with them damn raisins in it. That ain't what they're coming for. If they coming for the dancing, if it's for the dancing in the art, they're not coming to do the polka. That's not why they're coming. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We are the strength of this place. You feel we would make America strong. We would make America great. That whole ideology of send your sick, send your poor. That's not that America never lived up to that. Right. That's what we inspire in this country. The underdog story, the all those heartwarming stories about the hero. Those are us. That's Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous. You know what I'm saying? We the lifeblood of this place. We what make this place strong. And we the people that this place, we are the people that this place hates. We are that nation that's undesired here in America. You feel me? That's how it's always been. And for us to give our strength to them, when they live off of our back, they made merchandise off of us. They continue to rob the poor to fill their coffers. You know what I'm saying? That not only is that unwise, that's deadly and that's fatal. You feel me? Go ahead, Alawar.
They built an empire on our backs and then turn around and paint us in the media as lazy.
Facts.
Lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and with a straight face, they say that, Alawar. They're lazy. How we lazy when we built America? How we lazy when we built everything? Go ahead, Slack, Alawar.
No, look, and then you'll have our own people believe the damn lie.
Facts.
Today, we got our own people believing that nonsense. You understand? And that's, you know, that ties into our next two stories when we finish this scripture. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no, you too right. Yep.
There's a spirit in this place. You understand? And you either gonna look to that spirit for your salvation, for your relief, for your help, for your protection.
That's right.
Or you're gonna look to the Most High.
Yeah, right.
And we've tried looking to this beast. We've looked to him. We've sung for him. We've danced for him. We've held hands for him. We've sat up in the church and slapped tambourines. You understand? We've done all that, but we ain't done this part.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Let me read it if I could. It says, "But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel,
and that right
neither
there is
seek
the problem.
The Lord."
And that right there is the problem, Model One. We don't look to the Holy One of Israel. That pastor don't even tell you that this Bible is about the Holy One of Israel. They say God loves everybody. If God loves everybody, why is this just the Holy One of Israel? Why is not the Holy One of everybody? The Holy One of all mankind on earth. They always talking that human race garbage. That human race garbage. We're all part of the human race.
Yeah.
Why the human race stood by and watched us get beat and sexually assaulted and burnt and fingers cut off. The human race stopped by and watched and made merchandise of, but they always say that we all part of the human. Why I don't say it's the Holy One of the human race right here? Why I don't say that? It doesn't say that because this is the God of Israel. This entire Bible is about the Israelites. It's for Israel, written by Israel, written to Israel. We the one, we the life, but we are the children of the Most High. Everybody can't say that because everybody's not a damn child of God. You know what I'm saying? If you're not Black, Latino, or Native Indigenous, you don't matter to the Most High. You don't matter to him. If you Black, Latino, and Native Indigenous, you done built up everybody's empire. And everybody still hates you. But we're lazy. You done built up everybody's empire. Columbus came over here and sexually assaulted every damn body. But Trump got right on the news and say that they bad hombres. We're going to kick these rapists out there, these grapists out the country. You know what I'm saying? Every accusation from these damn devils is an admission, you know what I'm saying, of what they actually do. It says that, whoa, go ahead, Ottawa.
Yeah, you just saw that interview he had with I forget the 60 Minutes joint. that was getting a lot of traction this week. Huh?
When he called the lady trash, he said, "You know, you're just trash." He said, "Yeah."
Because the lady was talking about, I guess, the alleged
manifesto.
Attempted, manifesto. He talked about, rapists and child, predators and things like that. And she just read a little excerpt from it. And boy, what they said, a hit dog holler.
No, that hit dog damn near bit her in that interview. He said, "You people are despicable. You people are." Yeah, I read that shit. You people are despicable. She said, "Well, we didn't even say your name. You think he talking about
you were going to do that?" He said, "I knew you were going to do that." She said, "Wait a minute. You think this is talking about you?" She played him too. She played him. She played him. That was well played.
That was classic white on white crime right there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Thoroughly enjoyed it. But every accusation that they throw at us is an admission of who they really are. You feel me? And then this scripture right here is so heavy because it's saying the Holy One of Israel, and neither seek the most. We don't seek the Most High. We don't go to the Most High to fix our problem. We don't go to the Most High. It's funny. We never ever think that, hey, why is this happening? Why our neighborhoods look like this? Why are people strung out like this? Why our people are millions and millions deep in jail? Why would they take the Voting Rights Act away if this country is really about freedom? Why would they not want us to vote? We never ask ourselves why we in this situation that we in when the Bible explains perfectly why we in this situation. It told us beforehand that we was going to go into this situation, and we still refuse to seek the Holy One of Israel. You too busy in there looking for Yah. You too busy in there looking for Yahshua. Or you know what I'm saying? You too busy in there looking for the what they say, the Shekinah glory and all that garbage they say in that damn church. You too busy in there singing and dancing, throwing your hat in the head, letting the pastor molest you with the oil. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You're not seeking the Most High. The Most High said, "Don't eat no pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster." You know what I'm saying? The Most High said, "You lay down with her, that's your wife forever. She can't get no more husband." The Most High said, you know what I'm saying? He says, if you're Black, Latino, Native Indigenous, these are the names that I gave you. This is the way you're supposed to live. This is what's done happened to you. This is how you stop this oppression. Luke 1:71, he's coming back to save us from our enemies. You know what I'm saying? If we look to the Holy One of Israel and seek the Most High, there's a solution for this. That idiot in the chat don't want to give you no solution. He wants you to just keep seeking, just keep searching for whatever's new and greatest. And really, it's old. It's really just old shit they done brought back again. These pastors is doing the same thing, running the same hustles they've always ran. You know what I'm saying? And because of religion, because of Christianity, because of Islam, because of politics, your Republican, your Democrat, because of the 1964 Voting Rights Act, we hate one another. We hate one another. And we're gonna show it. Was you gonna run that video first, or run that video with this one, or you gonna go straight to the next topic?
I mean, it's up to you. What
if you start that video, because it's gonna say exactly what I'm talking about. It just played like the first 30 seconds of it. It's gonna tell us exactly what I'm talking about as far as how the religion, the politics, that Voting Rights Act, it teaches us to hate one another.
Ain't nothing but a thing, man. I got you. Hold on. So I got the sound share. Chat, let me know if you don't hear the sound, but I think we too wild.
Stop playing games with black people. Stop playing these games with black people. And black people, stop allowing them to play these games with you.
You said this a preacher?
He's a lawyer. He's actually a lawyer, and I think he's a preacher as well. So he like the worst of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? He's both on. So you definitely swabbing down. You can't tell him nothing. He swear he right. You feel me? But in this video, though, he's starting off by saying, you know what I'm saying, stop playing games with us, which is what they do. They always pretend like they on the side of black people, on the side of Latinos, on the side of Native Indigenous. Barack Obama did that same garbage. You know what I'm saying? He had something called the DACA Act, the DREAM Act, and then he deported more Latinos than Trump did. They always do the same thing. You can keep playing.
No sweat.
What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that certain black content creators that I call pro-black imposters told Black America to not vote.
And you can stop it right there.
To vote
you can stop it right there. Because what he's doing, what he's getting ready to say now is the fact that Trump got in office, that's black people's fault. That's Latinos' fault. That's Native Indigenous' fault. And when you look at the numbers, mathematically, sorry, go ahead, Adawan.
I guess that's God's fault, because I know the ISUPK told black people to stay the hell, black, Latino, Native American brothers and sisters, stay the hell out of that voting booth.
Fact.
You understand?
Fact.
Let them do what they do with their political system. Let them do that. That's their business. You understand?
Fact.
So I guess you're talking about us too.
You can actually stop it right there. Oh, he definitely is talking about us, but that's the problem. Nobody takes our advice. You know what I'm saying? They don't take our advice. You feel me? But he's getting ready for the setup is to say that the reason why they done stripped or got rid of these Voting Rights Act is black people's fault. The same people that fought, you know what I'm saying, cited that lunch counter, got the dog sick on them. Now it's your fault. After these fools convinced us to go out there and vote for this mess, sacrifice our children for this mess, now it's gone and it's still your fault. They never, ever, ever say it's the white man's fault. It ain't his fault. It ain't his fault that millions of them went out there and voted for Trump. It's not his fault that no matter how many black people went out there and voted, no matter how many Latino people went out there and voted, we don't have the numbers to sway a vote. We don't have the numbers to change a damn vote. That's a lie. That's a myth. That's a hustle. We don't have the numbers to we couldn't have put Trump in office or took him out of office. But he'll still get up here with all his education. He's not gonna blame. He forget math when it comes to that. He don't know no math now, the one. You know what I'm saying? It's still black people's fault. He don't know socioeconomics now, even though he has a law degree. It's all black people's fault. And this is what these pastors do. This is what these politicians do. At the end of the day, they still blame us. Why? Because politics, religion, it teaches you to hate your own people because you're serving another God. You're not serving a God, that Holy One of Israel that is talking about in Isaiah 31:1. You're not serving our God. You're serving them. You're serving that damn politician. You're putting your hope in him and Pharaoh all over again. You're serving that pastor that's up there. You know what I'm saying? You're serving the Republican, the Democratic Party. And now when it all fails, you turn around and you blame God's people for it. No, God's people need to do what the Lord said. We can go ahead and go right into the next story after this because that's all a product of it. That's all a product of it.
I just want to say, how about sending out Shabrak the Captain Sapari out in the chat?
Oh, most time Christ, y'all should Shabrak what's going on, Saran?
We got the heavy hitters tuning in tonight, man. Listen,
right, man?
This is one for the.
Going on?
I'm screenshotting some of this, Salakia.
Most time Christ. But when it comes to, again, these politics, when it comes, you know what I'm saying, religion and so forth, it teaches us to hate one another. It teaches us to hate one another. And we have got to understand that it's a reason why the hood looked the way it looked. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to get out there and sell drugs to your people, you got to hate your people. In order for you to, you know what I'm saying, be out there, you know what I'm saying, a 304 like Meg Thee Stallion, you feel me? And women get behind her having a national cheat day, you got to hate your people. And it all comes from us not following this Bible and following them. So in order for you to be like this heifer here, Ashley Gonzalez, and say the things that she said, you know what I'm saying, you have to hate your people. And that's what it creates. And that's why the Lord told us not to, you know what I'm saying, integrate with these folks, not to worship their gods. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and run it out of one, Salakia.
Yeah, well, okay, so Salakia, if I may, I'm not going to play the video, you know what I'm saying, that got her in all this trouble.
Yeah, no, that's the wild.
She just talked a bunch of dumb shit about, you know what I mean, black people. N-bombs and all that nonsense.
Fact,
if she were in the ISUPK, she would understand that we are familia. You understand? she would have an entirely different perspective. But unfortunately, she's wrapped up in this family, this blue family. You understand? She's on the police force. Salakia, she was on the police force. Where, you know what I mean, everybody backs the blue. Everybody in blue is your family. You understand?
Blue lives matter.
Died for. You understand? Bad boys for life.
Matter. Bad boys for life. Blue lives matter. Damn right. Yeah. It's sad. And then if I could, I'd want, you know what I'm saying, again, like this story went super viral, right? Because of what she said. She hated us. She used all the same insults that the devils use when they talk about us. I think prior to this, she was in Esau's military prior to this, you know what I'm saying? And again, these are the things that we do to make ourselves more appeasing to this oppressor, thinking that it's going to save you when it's not. It's not going to save you. You can be the biggest traitor to your own people and they still hate you. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to change. That's not going to change. You feel me? That we supposed to come together. And I think the only reason they really blew her story up like that is because they want to cause a rift, you know what I'm saying, in between blacks and Latinos. They can read they can read the tea leaves, how they say. They see what's going on. They see what's happening. You done robbed the country blind already. You done robbed them blind. I saw a story the other night where 70% of Americans say that they can't pay their bills. 70% can't pay their bills. So if you look at the study of any...
I can attest to that. I can attest to that shit. What the hell are you talking about? 50%, at least 50% of this panel can't pay their goddamn bills right now. You understand? I don't know about you.
Y'all are not. We are not alone. we definitely are not alone. But it's because you got folks at the top, devils at the top, robbing everybody damn blind. In order for you to be a billionaire, you got to be a thief. You got to be diabolical. You got to be just like that pastor we showed in the beginning to be a billionaire. You know how many people you got to rob, unalive, and take from to get $1 billion with a B? You know how soulless you have to be a billionaire? You feel me? And so this is part of this. She done married herself to the empire. And that's what happens when you married yourself to the empire. Thinking, like the scriptures say, that Pharaoh is going to save you. What they do, they threw it right out on her behind. You know what I'm saying? They threw it right out on her behind. And the only reason y'all are even hearing about this story, because stuff like this happen every day, all day. The only I think is an old video that they pulled up, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't even a recent video. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason you hear about it, because they want us to fight each other. They don't want to see who actually doing the stealing, who doing the robbing. They got to give these devils somebody else to hate, and they got to make sure that we hate each other when it's going down. That's why. That's why you're hearing about it, Ashley Gonzalez. And it ain't just her. That brother we just had on the screen, he's just as bad as Ashley Gonzalez. Why? Because he's going to tell you to go out and damn vote. He's going to tell you to go out and follow these damn politics. He's just as bad as her. So like, go ahead out of one.
No, so like, and again, I'm just slightly familiar with all of this, right? Did she get fired before I just need this one question answered, and I pray I pray you know the answer to the question. Did she get fired before or after the apology?
It was before the apology.
Okay, fair enough.
It was before the apology when
Imagine
she got fired.
it was after.
Thank you for your service in there when you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? But
well,
you know
you
what?
mean you taking it all back?
The
Now, her
apology,
apology
was
was funny though. The apology was funny.
It was.
I know it wasn't supposed to be, but everything about the apology is just
And let me make sure with that out of one. Let me double check and make sure as well.
Yeah.
I want to say it was afterward. I mean before, but let me make sure.
Apology, man. That would be diabolical. I'm gonna play a little bit of this apology while you look that up, right?
I just feel really bad. I just feel really bad that I was just mentioned and
she feels bad that she was mentioned. People mentioned her. People mentioned you.
But she ain't mind mentioning us.
People brought you up, brought up what you done. Ain't that at all? Bless your heart.
it's just so toxic, and I'm just so sorry about that.
She said it was so toxic. I guess her getting brought up was toxic. All the bad shit that black people had to say about her because of what she said is toxic. Not what she said was toxic.
As you can see, that's not my content. That wasn't my content back then.
So like you said, that was some old videos she used to, she did back in the day or whatever. She's like, that's not my content. How the hell did it get out there?
But you know what? She may have gotten fired before. Yeah, she may have gotten fired.
Don't you say
apology. Look,
don't you say it?
I'm reading, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm reading, and from what I'm looking at, she may have, because they were actually, I guess when it came up, they were investigating her. So I think once they investigated her, I'm thinking maybe she went online with this apology. They may have clipped her after she did this. Same way, like after we saw that them lunch counters got spit on and the dog sick. Afterwards, they still say, you know what? We were thinking, we came together and we were just thinking it might just be best if you're going anyway. You know what I mean?
Here's what they said. What you mean you take it back? What you mean you were wrong? You ain't said a damn thing wrong. What you mean you apologize? You apologize? Here's your pink slip. We can't have no apologizers on the force. You get your you go and get out of here. Let's you know what I'm saying?
You better stand on it. And again, this is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? This apology that she's given, which is garbage anyway. It's a garbage apology, but the fact that she would even think that apology is going to fix it, that's the real problem.
No, that's the problem. Salakia, if I may, this is a part that, hold on, I don't know. It's got to be coming up real soon. There's something she says that you come on, you know where I'm at with it. It's gonna irk me. So can I get to that, Baba Kashar?
Go ahead and run it.
This is the one that's get ready to kill me.
And I don't know. I just feel really bad, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
She's sorry.
I'm just I think I just need to go to therapy.
She needs to go to therapy.
I need to go to church.
I think that's it.
I think that's the last damn place you need to go, sis. Please don't go there. Please do not go there. What city is she in? Where's she at? Is this at?
She's in Houston. She needs to go see Captain Yatazat. You need to go
God,
holler at Captain Yatazat.
You know what I'm saying,
out there in Houston. You need to go see a captain of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. The last place you need to go is in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Do not go to church.
Told you they found $600,000 in Joel Osteen church. I think that's down there in Texas. Don't go to church. Don't go to church. She mentioned therapy. She mentioned church. She mentioned all of the things. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's something that I hate. Something that always bothers me. Y'all can take with you. How you know when somebody is disingenuous with an apology? She said, "I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings." That's code word for you soft. Y'all done told on me.
You couldn't take it.
Exactly.
What
She
you
got
soft,
so
you couldn't take it. I'm
fact,
sorry, you
fact.
weak and
I'm
sensitive.
sorry you so weak and sensitive. You know, you understand? And that's something that you got to that's something that we you can learn. You can take that and use that, apply that anywhere. If I start off an apology, well, you know, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I really don't give a damn that I hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? I really don't give a damn that I hurt your feelings. You feel me? And in here, that scripture, Matthew 18, you know what I'm saying? We learn how to, you know what I'm saying, deal with one another. You know what I'm saying? She's not apologetic for the offense. She's apologetic because she got caught. That's all. She's apologetic because she's got caught. She's apologetic because it was displayed and then it went viral. It went viral. Understand that. She wasn't apologetic. She wasn't apologetic because it was online. It had been online. It already been online. She was apologetic because it went viral when she got caught. The whole intent of her making the video was for it to go viral. She wanted it to go viral. She thought that it was going to put her, put her up a little closer with the oppressor. That's why she put it out there. Same reason why when they told ICE and DHS to take those masks off, who you saw in the airport? Blacks and Latinos. You saw blacks and Latinos oppressing other blacks and Latinos. You know what I'm saying? Reason being, that's their ticket. If I just get down with the oppressor, get closer with the oppressor, it's going to be better for me. You learn to hate your own people. Same thing with politics. You learn to hate you. Well, if they would have just came out and voted, if black people would have just came out and voted, we wouldn't be here. You blame your own people for it. You don't blame the people who's actually doing it. You don't blame them hundreds of millions that went out there and voted for Trump. You blame the people that didn't go out and vote. Oh yeah, you exactly. Yeah, ain't MAGA hat fault. It's them niggas that went out there and voted for Kamala. It's they or didn't vote for Kamala. It's their fault. And this is what these different serving these other guys does that makes us hate one another. And like I said before you run this other video, if we got time, the reason why you're hearing about this story is because they want to drive a wedge in between blacks and Latinos. The proof that it ain't Latinos versus us. This is us versus us. This happens with all of them. Like I always say, it's traitors in all the families. Every family got traitors in it. Go ahead, Ottawa.
Salakia, Commander General Yohana and General Muhammad were breaking down. Salakia, Commander General Yohana was breaking down how in Egypt, when we were in captivity in Egypt, it was the same thing going on. You understand? It was the same kind of like internal beef with each other under that harsh oppression. You understand? It's kind of like Stockholm syndrome is a thing. But one of the byproducts of Stockholm syndrome is when that you actually take on like you love the one that's oppressing you.
That's right.
And in order to love the one that's oppressing you, you have to hate the one that they hate. You understand? Like you have to emulate them. Which is why in that other story, if you just I think we got enough time to run that clip real quick because this is another sister, a female police officer who again thinks that she's achieved something by getting into the oppressor's police force, and all she does with that power is abuse it, utilizes it to hurt her own people.
And Salaki, I don't want, like you said, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to that byproduct is you love the oppressor, you love their strength. You love their strength. That's why you would join their police force or you would join their military. You love their strength. And that goes back to Isaiah 31:1 that you pulled. You know what I'm saying? They're many horses and they're chariots and they're many. They're strong. You love their strength. And you think that by abusing your own people and hating the oppressed, that you're going to inherently get some of that strength. That strength is against you. It's built off of your oppression. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be able to utilize that for yourself. And it doesn't affect you or oppress you as well. But you can go ahead and run this video. This video right here is crazy as well.
Yeah, this video, it don't show her actually hit, but the audio is definitely absolutely clear that she went.
She's kind of like in a corner when she swings and hit. You can kind of see she hit him, but they try to move it off camera. You know what I'm saying? It catches a little bit of it though. If you paying attention to that left side of the screen, just pay attention to that left side of that screen, and you'll kind of see when she hauls off and hits the brother.
But the audio is super important.
You damn sure can hear it. You damn sure can hear it. Though.
That audio.
Come here. What? You put your hands on her? You put your hands on her?
Man. You put your hands on her? How? You put your hands on her? You saw his whole body move.
Facts.
These two the devils that are cuffing him didn't flinch. They carrying on.
Facts. Bro, you just hitting in my face, bro.
Brother, girl, you just hit me in my face. Yeah, you were so cool about it. You just hit me in my face. Like you really just did that.
Facts.
My hand slipped.
She said my hand slipped. A smart ass. Okay.
She did what? She ain't hit you. Yeah.
She didn't hit you. She ain't hit you. Oh, now everybody gonna play dumb. Y'all okay?
She ain't hit you.
I wish you would.
She hit me.
Hell no. Get up. Get up.
Yeah, that's assault, man. That's a goddamn crime. You can't do that. Why
So
did
they
she
come
do
out there and
okay.
protect crime, and they are the criminals. You call the criminals, you know what I'm saying, to stop the crime. And you wonder why the crime is running so rampant in our neighborhood. Like you said, she lied and said she didn't hit. Everybody was right on cue. Nobody had to get no memo. Nobody needed no note. They all was, she ain't hit you.
They were on
She
the
ain't
same
hit
page.
you. You feel me? Everybody's on the same page when it comes to hating black men. Everybody's on the same page. Same page that Ashley Gonzalez was on. So for all those ones that's out there that's been stirring up shit all week long, trying to make it seem like this is just Hispanics hating us. No, black people hate black people too. Black people hate Hispanics. Hispanics hate black people. Hispanics hate other Hispanics. Blacks hate other black. That native indigenous hate other native indigenous. Why? Because we all love that oppressor. You love him, so you love the oppressor, so you hate the people that's being oppressed. It's got to be their fault. Yeah, you should have, you know what I'm saying, just complied. Ain't that what they say in the comments section? Well, it's got to be more than that video than just that. It's got to be more to it. No, what it is they love that oppressor. They love the oppressor. Because you love that oppressor, you hate the oppressed. You hate the oppressed, the way that they emasculated that brother out there, because she's showing out for Master. Master there, they handcuff him. She's showing out for Master. She doesn't give that black man the honor that she's supposed to. You got to hit him. You got to emasculate him. You know what I'm saying? But if he hauls off and go ahead, I don't want.
I was just gonna say, damn. Imagine how many times she's seen her white co-workers
do the same
things of the similar nature. You understand? She's watched them get all aggressive and what they call it, not unnecessary roughness. That's football.
Yeah.
Excessive force.
Force.
That excessive force. You understand? Like she's seen that. That's just that's what we do. Well, they fired her black ass. You understand? Like, listen, if there's something to be taken away from Brian Karn, Ashley Gonzalez, and this sister,
Michonne Gibson. Michonne Gibson.
Miss Gibson, you could take on the spirit of your oppressor all you want and try to further oppress the Lord's chosen people and take advantage of them all you want. But the Most High is not going to take that lightly. You understand? Like all of you are seeing like the ramifications of that. You get what I'm saying? And there's help for all of them. All three of them. There's a solution. And that's the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. Get up in this class. Find out what in the hell you should, how you should find out why you've gotten to this point. Like get like real therapy that allows you to reflect on how the hell did I get to the point where I'm robbing my people? You understand? Where I'm punching my people who are handcuffed on the ground. I'm doing social media videos about, you know what I'm saying, how much I can't stand my people. Get up in this class, learn who you are, find out who you are, man, and then find out how to conduct your damn self, man.
Facts.
Judge yourself for this lying, terrible world that you've bought into. You think this world has something great for you. You think Egypt has something beneficial for you. You think America has something that will promote you. Listen, man, that's all a farce. That's a trick of the enemy, man.
And so
the only thing that's going to ever promote. Go ahead.
No, finish out one.
I was going to say the only thing that's ever going to promote you is when you find out who you are and you turn back to the Most High God of this universe. You understand?
That's right. Get out of hand.
You got it, man.
And right. You know, now it's just something like, you know, we always go out and when we go out and we teach, you know what I'm saying? And one of the things that we always hear is God loves everybody, you know what I'm saying? And well, what about not me? I didn't have these devils quick to say, but I didn't have any slaves. My parents didn't have any slaves. And the thing about what you're saying is the Most High judges nations. We're being judged as a nation. And for you to think that you can attach yourself to this oppressor and abuse your own people and escape these curses, that's never going to happen. You're going to be oppressed just like your people are oppressed, no matter how much you hate your own people. Ashley Gonzalez thought that if she hated black people, that they would treat her like the oppressor. And like you said, with that sister, she saw plenty of them devils do the same thing. Well, guess what? They still got a job. They got promotions. They got accommodations. Say, I'm pretty sure the same thing with Ashley Gonzalez. She was in Esau's military. She saw how we got treated in there when they probably ran through her so she can get ahead. She saw how they treated us in there. She saw how go ahead, out of one.
She heard how they talk. She heard what they say.
Facts.
Look, and what at most in both of those cases, their white counterparts do it. What they get? Paid leave.
Paid leave.
They get a transfer.
Paid leave.
And look at how you got handled. Go ahead.
Fact. Now, I was just kind of a side note in Esau's military. You know what I'm saying? The number of sexual assaults that happened to the sisters in Esau's military is off the charts. It's off the charts. It's always been off the charts, right? Do you know that when Pete Hegseth and them got in there, they had a buffer where you can kind of have like a panel or a group of advocacy group where you can go and kind of report it. Do you know he removed that? So now those sisters have to go to the same people that abuse them to report the damn abuse. You feel me? Again, having faith inside of Pharaoh and the strength of Pharaoh. Yeah, and the strength of Pharaoh, when Pharaoh's strength comes from abusing you, and you're not going to be detached from your people. Well, one of the most important things you can ever learn is how to place proper blame, proper judgment, how to have a fair and balanced scales, right? And when I came into this UPK, I will never forget it when I heard Commander Junior Hunter, you know what I'm saying, say again, I don't care if it's too cold outside, blame the white man. He said if it's too damn hot, you blame the white man. And when you first hear that, you know what I'm saying, it can sound like, oh, they just looking for somebody to blame. Oh, the victim mentality, how the devil say. But the actuality is that's the truth. The reason why we are in the situation that we're in, regardless of how you feel, we haven't been in charge of setting no rules. You know what I'm saying? We didn't make up the Voting Rights Act of 1964, even though we went out there and fought for it. We didn't make none of these rules, none of these laws. We didn't set the morality, the standards for morality in America in this place. The oppressor did. Every problem that you see is his, regardless of not. It belongs to him. If you're a child inside your father's house, you don't pay no bills. You just do the chores he tells you to do. You know what I'm saying? But we like to put blame on us. We like to look at the symptom and blame the symptom. It's the symptom. It's the symptom.
Right.
No, you got to be able to get to the root source of it, the root cause of it. Why we don't have the morality we have? Why we hurting each other in the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Why we selling drugs to each other in the neighborhood? Why we running through our sisters in the neighborhood? Why would Ashley Gonzalez get up there and say those wicked things about other black folks? Why would that sister hit that man, assault that man in front of everybody out there? Why would the other sister say, "Nah, I ain't see nothing"? Why would the person holding the camera, nobody runs and jumps to his defense? You want to know why? Because everything that we've learned about morality, what's right and what's wrong, it comes from this oppressor. They're the problem. That's the root source of the problem. If you don't never address the problem, you can't never fix the symptom. The white man, woman, and child are the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's the problem. That's the problem. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. That word devil just means deceiver, means liar. They're the ones that lied and told you that God loves everybody. They're the ones that lied and told you that you was black, or that you was Puerto Rican, or that you was Guatemalan, El Salvadorian. They lied and told you that. They lied and told Ashley Gonzalez that she's part of the team. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. White people don't even believe white people. The flat earth community is white people. That whole you ain't land on the moon is white people. Hell, it's hella white people don't believe that them astronauts just went any damn where. Besides the damn Universal Studios film lot.
With bad acting and bad coaching, you know what I'm saying? But even that is what you said. That's so heavy because that's what we do. We hate each other because the oppressor hates each other. You know what I'm saying? World War I, that was white on white crime. That's them hating each other. World War II, that was white on white crime. That was them hating each other. World War III, that's them hating each other. That's them, and that's what we model ourselves after. So like, go ahead, other one.
No, that was it. I was agreeing with you, man. It's a heavy point.
Yeah. We've modeled ourselves after this oppressor, and that's why we hate each other. If we want to start to come back to love one another and fix our communities, fix our families, fix our home, we got to do what this Bible says. That's why Christ said the first commandment above all is to love you one another. You're supposed to love your brother. You got to love your brother. You know what I'm saying? Moses saw that same thing. He came out. He see two of us fighting each other. You know why we was fighting each other? Because we love that damn oppressor.
Come on.
We love that oppressor. We fighting each other inside Pharaoh's kingdom. We get free and we leaving the damn kingdom. We want to go back to Pharaoh's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? They want to turn around and fight Pharaoh. They was turning back to go back and join Pharaoh. You feel me? And that's what we do. You understand? That's what we do. We hate one another because we love their politics. We love their Democrats. We love their Republicans. We love their liberal party. That's gonna free us. We love their Green Party. That's gonna fix us this time. We love that 1964 Voting Right Act. We thought we had accomplished. I remember all the niggas out there crying when Obama got in office. What they said? They said Martin ran, so Obama. What say? Martin walked, so Obama can run. All that garbage they got out there was saying.
It's a Martin marched, so Barack Obama could run. What?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I remembered all that, and all of that again is just us putting our faith in the strength of Pharaoh, man. But the Bible says that was going to be our confusion and our shame. You should be shamed if you've been thinking that this damn Voting Rights Act was going to save you. You should be shamed. I know some people. I know you're confused because you thought that was it. I know you're confused. You never thought they would take that away. I know you're confused. You thought they would never take DEI away. They'd never take affirmative action away. Hell, they got a black justice on the Supreme Court. I know you're confused. You didn't think that he was going to vote with them, huh? You thought he was going to vote for you because he was one of your people. No, he just like Ashley Gonzalez. So like, go ahead, I don't want.
So like it, man. Them Brian Karn followers.
No, they confused.
Y'all gave them all that money thinking that it was going to somehow improve your business.
Facts.
You know what in the hell he could have done with your business with $600,000 that he was supposed to pay to the IRS? That he said, I ain't paying them a damn thing. You know he could. You know how he could have advertised your little startup. You know what I'm saying? Like. And invested in your business. He could have changed your damn life the way he said God was going to do it if you were giving him the money. Right. He could have put $6,000 into goddamn, what is it, 100 businesses? Could have put $6,000 into 100 businesses.
I think that would have uplifted the community right there.
$60,000 into 10 businesses, and come on, man. You talk about change. He could have changed the very lives that he claimed would be changed if they would make him rich.
Yeah, right.
But he didn't.
And look, what you're saying is so heavy, right? You know what I'm saying? It's obvious market manipulation going on with this war, right? Every Friday, Trump get online every Friday and say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got a deal. The war's over with. You know what I'm saying? We good now. Gas gonna be cheap. The price go down, they buy it all up. Then come Monday, these niggas still ain't learned. We still at war. Price shoot back up again. They make a ton of money. They done made over. I think they said like 1.5 trillion has moved into markets with this market manipulation he's done. So the same thing that you're saying, right? We know you're a criminal. What if he could have did that and gave the money back to the people? I'm the first president to ever send everybody $100,000 check off the market. It's free money. You're lying and stealing to get the damn money. He could have did that. He could have sent everybody $1,000 check. You know what I'm saying? But no, his goal is to rob and steal. And because we follow our oppressor, like you said, it would have made good sense. It would have been good business. I'm sending everybody a stat. Send everybody, you know what I'm saying? So they get their little cut too. They get their little cut too. But they don't care about
hush
you.
Money.
They don't care about you. They don't love you. They're not here to protect you. They're not here to serve you. They're here to serve themselves. When you see our politicians and our leaders, they're here to serve themselves. A man of God is supposed to serve the people. They're supposed to serve the nation. Here in the ISUPK, we learn to serve the nation. I started out by talking about Officer Karan and get that brother a hand again, you know what I'm saying, in his absence. I started out by talking about Officer Karan. Officer Karan ain't got to get off of that slave and then come to damn camp and teach to some ungrateful Negroes for hours that's gonna walk by and say y'all look like Power Rangers. Walk by and got jokes. because they doing the same shit that Ashley Gonzalez doing, showing out for the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? But he does it because he's been taught by Commander Junior Hunter that a man of God fights for his people. You got to feed the flock. We go out there, we get food, we go out there and give food and clothing to our people, and not just our people, to all people. We don't turn you around when you come out there. You know what I'm saying? To get the food and clothing that we handing out. We give Esau food and clothing. We give Moab Chinese food and clothing. You know what I'm saying? We give Ishmael food and clothing. You know what I'm saying? We don't turn nobody around when we giving out food and clothing. Now we will turn you around if you show up to the Passover and you're African with a white bride. You will get turned around there. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to taking care of the people, taking care of the nation, that's different right there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that, no, we feed the flock like the Most High commanded Junior Hunter, like he commanded and instructed us to do. That's what a man of God does. That's what a man of God does. So if y'all out there, you in that Christian church, you out there in that politics. So this time right here, don't give that little $25 to your Republican or to your Democrat. You send it to the ISUPK. Don't go up there and give Pastor Carr your last. Don't give him your last. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and sow a seed with the ISUPK. You feel me? And with the little bit that we got, you will see what we get out there and do. We gonna tell you, thus said the Lord, straight out this doggone Bible. We're not gonna lie to you and tell you that if you smoke cigarettes your whole life, you're gonna be okay because God got a blessing for you. We're not gonna tell you that. We're not gonna tell you that if you eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, all the abominable things of the doggone sea, that you're not gonna never get no diabetes. You're gonna be just as healthy and stronger. We're not gonna lie and tell you that. We're gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna tell you the truth, and we'll start to earn the protection of the Most High. You feel me? Like go ahead, Adawan.
No, I was just gonna say, you know what I'm saying? You are our brothers and sisters. You are not merchandise to us. You understand? There's not a brother or sister in this school that we look at as a damn come up. You understand? Like, you are a brother and sister. We give damns about you and put our lives on the line for you and give up our lives so that you can eat. You understand? Like, that's it's the complete opposite of what you're getting in that damn Christian church. It's the opposite.
Right. And that goes to that damn heckler.
That is the opposite of the church cult. Yes, this
fact.
And again, it's God's cult. This is God's cult. You should come get with it. You understand? Or again, keep being, you know what I'm saying? Keep getting finesse. What you want me to do?
Yeah, right. Now, and that goes out to that damn heckler that was saying, what's the difference? That's the difference. That's the difference. Christ went out there saying, hey, I drop a couple blessings on y'all. I turn all that water to wine. All you got to do is put a little bit in my pocket. He didn't go out there and do that.
Hey, Salakia, what was it? Quid pro quo?
Quid pro pro. Yeah, Christ went on no quid pro pro. Christ went on no quid pro pro. Christ went up there on that goddamn cross. He didn't say, well, y'all remember what I did for you? Look, I do it again. Y'all just get me down. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. Your pastor does. Your politicians do. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Your pastors do. Your politicians do. You understand? And for you to follow them and not the men of God, that's because you love your oppressor. You love your oppressor. Just like Ashley Gonzalez. Just like Michonne Gibson. Just like Pastor Kai. You love your oppressor. You love your oppressor. And Pharaoh, that strength of Pharaoh, that's going to be your shame and that's going to be your confusion. That's why you're confused and don't know what's going on in the world right now. You're scratching your head. You're stressed out. You're depressed. You're doing more drugs. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Because you don't understand. You're confused and you're shamed. You should be shamed if you told your people to go out there and vote for that mess. That damn lawyer, got out there and said it's black people's fault because you went out there, you didn't vote. You listened to these black content creators. It's your fault. It's your fault when he should be shamed. He should be shamed. He told you to trust in Pharaoh. He should be shamed. He told you to go out there and vote. Stand in them damn hot lines for hours. In Georgia, can't nobody even give you no damn water if you standing in that line. That's a crime. When I first heard, ain't that crazy? You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of laws they passed to stop you from damn voting. And this fool done told you that you should believe in that. You should follow that. You should vote for that. That's going to save you. He should be shamed. He should be shamed. He should be shamed and confused. You know what I mean? And if you wondering, if you are ashamed and you confused and you want some real answers, you want some real solutions, you're gonna have to get with the ISUPK. If you're in the Baltimore area, you will see that number scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. If you're in the Baltimore area, if you're in the Virginia area, 757 on 550-1204 if you're in the Virginia area. If you don't know where the hell you at, you know what I'm saying? If you got Wi-Fi access, you know what I'm saying? Or if you just don't, if you're on your mobile phone network, Google ISUPK near me, and you're gonna be straight after that. And be about that life. You know what I'm saying? Be about it. Just same way you stood out there in them lines to vote. Same way you stood out, the same way they was in that line to get past the car, all this money. They ain't sit down because they got tired, all the one. They ain't sit down when their feet got tired. The kids pulling on it, they're crying, gotta use the rest. They didn't sit down, they stayed in that line, they stood there. Be the same way. Call and leave a message if you don't get no damn answer. Somebody gonna get back with you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get an answer.
You're gonna get an answer. Try that. I'm speaking from experience. You're gonna get an answer. I thought that the UPK brothers were, you know what I'm saying, not a figment of my imagination, but it was like, nah, ain't nobody gonna call me back. I know I'm a damn nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a nobody that's listening to all of this. And I listened for so long, and I'm like, damn, when are they gonna tell a lie? When are they gonna when are they gonna say something that's wrong? You understand? And you know, long enough time, it's like, you know what? Sometimes the truth is just the truth, man. The truth is just the truth, man. You reach out, you're gonna get a call back. It's gonna be a brother that's gonna be absolutely just brotherly to you, whether you a sister or a brother. You're gonna get brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like that is foreign to you. You understand? That is foreign to you. You're gonna learn some things, all right.
And if I can say one last thing, just one last thing. Don't think you're gonna get this anywhere else just because a nigga got fringes on his t-shirt, or just because he calls himself an Israelite. That pastor calls himself a man of God. Those political leaders, they matter of fact, they thought that the message that Martin Luther King was pushing was coming from God too, because that's what he said. You feel me? You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, look at
dream though.
He had a dream, you know what I mean? He had a dream. Don't think that, you know what I'm saying, we are a monolith, that all Israelites are the same. That is a lie. There's only one home of the truth. And if you're a fake Israelite out there watching, I hope you feel ashamed. I hope you feel ashamed because your leader got caught spending money on 304s and professional streetwalkers. You know what I'm saying? With the money that y'all was giving them, paying for them damn t-shirts with them fringes on the bottom of it. You're paying $1,500. You're paying $1,500.
Your pegging kits. The hell?
For your uniform. You know what I'm saying? You're paying to be a part of these fake Israelite group, putting baby doll tassels on your work clothes. You know what I'm saying? All this garbage, man. No, you need to come to the home of the truth, the original. You know what I'm saying? The original. Otherwise, you're gonna get finessed like you was getting finessed out in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I yield right there.
That's right, man. Well, that does it, man. What a hell of a show, man. We started late. We started late, but we ran late. You know what I'm saying? It all evens out. We'll be back next Sunday, man, with another show. I want to say Tawada, the officer, Yagadar. You know what I'm saying? You know, come on. Officer Yagadar. It ain't no another Yagadar in Israel that I know of.
Most High Christ. And I try to bring honor to it until we get another one. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ, Tawada, you are the one. You know what I'm saying? Again, the sacrifices to all the men above us, everybody that joined us out there in the chat. Yabashim Shabbat thumb to all the Akim, all the brothers that joined us out there in the chat. Yabashim thumb Bashim Yabashah to all the sisters that was out there. We ain't get to Meg the Stallion. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that shit been died down by next week, but if not, we'll jump on it then. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get it. We'll get it next time.
Without the water for all y'all joining us, you know what I'm saying? And again, like, share, subscribe. Hey, spread this truth, man. If they can send you invitations to the birthday party, you can send them these classes. You can send them these podcasts. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, again, the water out of one. You know, shalom, Israel.
We got black Latinos and Native Americans. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go shit go. Look, you best get right, or you'll get. Look, you got that right. That shit go. You got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If shit go left, you best get right, or you'll get left. You got that right. That shit go.